It's steak night tonight here at Casa de Parma, and I'm going to show you the dish we always throw together when we're in a celebratory mood. We treat ourselves to 2 fat, juicy ribeyes. I melt some beautiful creamy blue cheese over it, and then I throw together a little red onion jam, which takes me 20 minutes on the stovetop. The sweet acidity of the red onion jam does such a great job of balancing out that stinky, strong blue cheese sauce, and you'll love it. I mean, I remember we made this the night we got our British citizenship, the night I signed a literary agent, the night Mark's diary just started filling up with loads of gigs thanks to his agent, or a Wednesday. So while frying a steak really doesn't take that long, you really should start the preparation the day before. Remove the steak from its packaging, place on a cooling rack over a tray, and leave in the fridge for 1 to 2 days. This is a really good technique of air drying the steak to remove any excess moisture, so when it hits that hot pan, it sizzles. It doesn't simmer in its own juices, if that makes sense. Remove the steaks from the fridge about 30 minutes before you're going to fry them, and this will give you enough time to start your red onion relish. So you're just going to very, very thinly slice a red onion, and you may as well slice your creamy blue cheese. This is the brand that I used. It is not a hard Stilton, which of course you can use, but the texture that I'm looking for comes from this creamy blue cheese, which is very similar to Camembert or Brie. If you do have Stilton or any other kind of hard blue cheese, it'll work just the same. I would advise just melting it on the stovetop in a little pot with a dash of cream, and you'll be good to go. Melt your butter in a small saucepan. Once sizzling and foaming, you can add the red onions. We want to cook this over a very low to moderate heat. The onions need to be cooked low and slow. It's going to be on the heat for approximately 20 minutes. So now my onions are beautiful and soft. I'm going to add a teaspoon of red wine vinegar and allow them to continue to cook through until I'm getting the texture I'm looking for. Once your red onion relish is done, you can just set that aside, keep it warm. Get some butter in a nice griddle pan, get it piping hot before we add the steaks. Always spoon over that beautiful brown butter over the steaks for additional flavor. It's always a good idea to let your steak rest after you've removed it from the grill. Next, we're just going to add our sliced pieces of creamy blue cheese. And if you really want it to melt, it's not a bad idea to just pop it into a warm oven for 5 or 10 minutes, but that's entirely up to you. Sprinkle with sea salt flakes. And to finish it off to perfection, the red onion relish. That's it. If you'd like to see more details of the recipe and the macro calculations, please visit fatsoflife.co.uk and just run a search for ribeye with creamy blue cheese and red onion relish. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and follow me on social media. Until next time. It's steak night. It's steak night. That's
That's fine, you can cut that out.
Jam. Which, what?
Start again.
Okay, it's been booked for a new gig. Well, it's been cooked for a new gig. I feel like I'm talking fast.
Exactly. It's fun.
I'm racing against the light.
There's plenty of light.
Just kind of, you avoid any. Melt the butter in a small saucepan.
Saucepan. It's not a saucepan. It's a saucepan. P-A-N. It's not a P-I-N.
Make you look so sad.
No, don't worry about it. She's fine.